Imagine a life that seemed truly perfect in every way. A beautiful woman named Elena Voss had everything anyone could ever dream of: warm love, dazzling career success, and a future shining as brightly as the iconic New York skyline at dusk. She and her handsome husband, Marcus Hale, shared passionate, tender embraces on the expansive balcony of their luxurious Manhattan penthouse during the magical golden hour, with the breathtaking city skyline glowing warmly behind them. They cooked delicious meals together in their sleek modern kitchen, laughed joyfully under soft morning sunlight streaming through large windows, and danced slowly and intimately in their living room while surrounded by the twinkling lights of the city at night. Elena was a rising star in the prestigious world of interior design. She proudly accepted major awards on grand stages, successfully closed multi-million dollar deals in her beautiful home office, and everyone around them envied the seemingly flawless power couple they presented to the world. Their romantic anniversary dinners were always filled with flickering candlelight, fine wine toasts, and eyes full of unwavering love and affection. Life felt like an endless beautiful dream that no one wanted to end. But even the most perfect dreams can shatter into pieces in just one heartbreaking moment. One dark night, Elna accidentally discovered flirty, intimate text messages from her closest best friend, Sophia Lang, hidden on Marcus's unlocked phone. In that instant, her entire world cracked. Driven by suspicion and dread, she secretly followed Marcus through heavy pouring rain to a high-end luxury hotel in the heart of the city. And what she witnessed by peeking through the slightly ajar hotel room door completely destroyed her soul. There was Marcus and Sophia locked in a passionate, betraying kiss without any guilt. The confrontation that erupted afterward was explosive and devastating. Anger poured out, tears flowed endlessly, and Marcus coldly gaslighted her, accusing her of being paranoid and unstable. In one cruel, unforgettable night, Marcus heartlessly kicked Elena out of the luxurious life they once shared. Elena was left completely alone, sobbing uncontrollably in her car while relentless rain pounded the city, then helplessly watching her hard-earned reputation get torn apart and burned on social media by rumors and slander. Important clients canceled contracts one after another without explanation. The career she built over years collapsed overnight. She had truly fallen to the absolute rock bottom of despair. Isolated in a small cheap apartment far from her former luxury, she even attempted to end the unbearable pain once and for all. But lying in that cold hospital bed after the attempt, staring blankly at the sterile ceiling with empty eyes, a quiet yet fierce fire of revenge began to ignite deep inside her soul. With newfound determination, she cut her long, flowing hair short in front of a mirror, a powerful symbolic act of rebirth and transformation. She left New York behind once more in the pouring rain, carrying only a small suitcase and deeply suppressed rage, along with a silent, unbreakable promise she would never forget. 7 long and grueling years passed in the shadows. Elena finally returned to the city, but she was no longer the soft, trusting woman they had once betrayed. Now she was stronger, sharper, well-trained, and completely unrecognizable in her power. She had built a secret empire from nothing, assembled an intricate revenge board covered in pinned photos, red connecting strings, and damning evidence. She hired discreet private investigators, watched Marcus and Sophia from a safe distance like a patient predator stalking prey. She began her destruction slowly and methodically, anonymously leaking compromising documents, systematically ruining reputations, planting seeds of chaos that would eventually grow into total destruction. Marcus started to feel real waves of pressure in his once secure office, visible stress etched on his face as cracks slowly appeared in the perfect world he had carefully constructed. And for the first time after 7 years of torment, Elna allowed herself a cold, satisfied smile. The time had come. Years of silent planning finally reached its explosive climax. The scandals Elena created began to destroy Marcus and Sophia from the inside, slowly but inevitably. Sophia's glamorous life crumbled completely. Marcus became desperate and begged for help everywhere as his empire cracked. The decisive night arrived at a grand high society gala. Elena stepped in like a queen wearing a stunning black gown. When Marcus saw her from across the room, his face went pale with sudden shock and recognition. Sophia dropped her glass in pure terror. Elena smiled coldly and whispered the words Marcus would never forget. Remember me? In front of the entire stunned elite crowd, she displayed every fatal piece of evidence on the giant screen. The cheating, the financial fraud, lie after lie. Marcus fell to his knees begging for mercy in front of everyone. Sophia screamed hysterically as her world collapsed entirely in public view. Chaos erupted everywhere. Security dragged Marcus away in handcuffs, binding his hands, while Elena walked calmly through the crowd, head held high with dignity. She left the venue in a luxury car, smiling with satisfaction as she glanced back one last time. Justice was finally served. Marcus now sat broken and defeated in a cold, dark prison cell. Sophia ended up alone and forgotten in a run-down, cheap apartment. Meanwhile, Elena toasted champagne alone on her private jet, feeling powerful, free, and truly reborn. She burned all their old wedding photos in the fireplace, closing that chapter forever. Now she stands tall in her magnificent new penthouse, overlooking the city that once took everything from her. She quietly helps other betrayed women, hosts her own success parties with loyal people around her. Every time she looks in the mirror, that cold, triumphant smile speaks for itself. She waited 7 full years, lost everything, but in the end, she took it all back, and even more. This is what happens when a woman decides to rise from the ashes of destruction. Her revenge was ice cold and absolutely beautiful.